Okay, so I'll do one more with this microbit. And one thing I thought about including, so I mean, this is the third video or fourth video on the same kind of game setup, but really these can all be done independently. But you might see some stuff I implemented last time in here. Let's see, what I want to do is, I'm going to delete this change speed thing. What I want to do is maybe have multiple lives. So I could do something with this game where now my hero, or the enemy, is going to have multiple lives. I could definitely, we talked about coding for my own number of lives. Like I could go into game, and so like if I miss or something, I would lose a life. Could do something like that. Let's see, or I could want to have like maybe the hero or like the enemy has a certain number of lives. And so by default, there's going to be like just lives are going to refer to your own lives. And so, but maybe you want to do like you have to shoot the thing 5 times and it's going to run out of life or something like that. So we could do. It'd be really easy to do that. We just need to make a variable like called enemy lives, something like that. And then we could set the enemy lives at the beginning. And if you hear noise in the background, it's my daughter underneath my table. We could do something like set enemy lives to 5. And then if the bullet's touching the target, when we shoot, we could change enemy lives by -1. Something like that. And we could also do like, we could do something where the game's going to be over. Like if it gets a certain number of, if it runs out of lives, then we could end the game. So we would just have to do like an if statement here. If, and we could do maybe at the top of our forever loop, we could do something like this. If, and so we're just changing, there's not any built-in enemy lives function. We just set a variable called enemy lives. It's originally at 5, and then every time the bullet touches the target, we're reducing the enemy lives by -1. Maybe target lives would have been a better variable, but that's where we're at. And so we just want to check, okay, if that variable, enemy lives, my daughter's singing now, if you can hear that. If the value of enemy lives ever equals 0, then the game should be over. And we can do that down here. Let's see, where do we have down here? We could do game over. Okay. And so there's a lot of different things you could do in here. Like, yeah, I mean, you could be losing lives, and then you could set lives for yourself. You could set lives for the enemies. Setting lives for yourself would be something. Would also be pretty easy. Actually, it's even easier. We could just set life at the beginning, and this would give you a certain number of lives to begin with. All right, so we could do something like again, real small, simple game here would be like, we could set our life to be 5. We set the enemy life to be 5, and then every time we shoot, if we hit the target, they lose a life. If we miss the target, we lose a life. And then no matter what, when my life or the enemy lives hit 0, the game will be over, and then we can just keep track of the score. So this would be a really simple one that we could do. That'd work just fine here. Yeah, we do something like if it's touching the target, then the enemy lives would decrease and score would change by 1, and we could also do remove life, remove like a single life. If we shoot the bullet, it gets to the end and doesn't hit anything, then we should remove a life. Okay. So pretty simple game here. Again, there's a lot of like extra complexity you could put into here, but I mean this is a game.